Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make DodgeBall in turbowarp. First, make sure in turbowarp and turn on 60 FPS mode so your game cannot lag. Let's first go to this option. Make sure let's set it to like at least there. After that, delete the cat. So you can choose any mob you like. Let's use a parrot. It's a dodgeball game. First, set the parrot size to 75 to make the parrot small. Now, this is a mobile game. So, when the green flag is clicked forever, then get a contraption, my blocks. Click make a block and the name of the block will be run controls. Click OK, and this defined block will appear in your code area. Drag the run controls block in your forever loop. Now, this defined block will activate two if then or while blocks. If you're using turbowarp, you can use the while or if thens. So, you can also place it inside of one, like in a while loop or in a if then else statement. For example, if or while, key, right arrow, and key left arrow pressed. First, the parrot will set its rotation style to left-right at the top of the code. Create a new variable called xVelocity. xVelocity. For this sprite only. So that the xVelocity will be for the parrot, not for other sprites. So, set xVelocity to 0 when the game starts. This will make the parrot not move when the game starts. So get a set block here and another set block in xVelocity to 12 right over here and to negative 12 here. Also, create a new variable called direction for this sprite only of 2. Also, set direction to 90. That means the parrot will face right when the game starts. And drag a point and direction block and set it to direction. Here. Now, after these blocks, drag a move steps and a point and direction block. Now, set direction to 9. First over here, set the direction to 90. And over here, set the direction to negative 90. So, point in direction, point in direction over here, and drag xVelocity in the move 10 steps. Run the project. Now you can move the parrot left and right. But, if the xVelocity stays and the parrot can't move, so set this again to 12. So this will make the parrot pointing on the opposite. Hit the green flag. And now the parrot can move smoothly. But it's taking a collision with the edge and can't be shown. First, stop the project and add a new block called collision. Collision detection. Mm. Now, it will be run in one go without showing it. If you have any problems, you can also untick it. Increase the collision detection in the group. Define collision detection. If touching edge, then if on edge bounce. This will make it bounce out of the edge. See? But the block is after running. So, click another when green flag, click on a forever loop. Click the green flag. Now, the parrot can smoothly go. Now, after that, click a backdrops icon and add blue sky. Also, don't forget to rename the project DodgeBall. Now, add the following balls. Click choose a sprite. Click this icon and click paint. Click the choose a costume block and only get the orange costume. Delete costume 1 and rename it ball. Events. When the green flag is clicked, it needs to make a clone, right? How are we going to do that? First, drag if then block. If then else. If pick random 1 to 50 equals 1, then we create a clone of myself, else it will not do anything on the other else block. So, you can also make an unnecessary block, click broadcast none, or we'll make a timer running. Else, put nothing in the loop, or you can turn it into an if. Now, after that, drag a hide block in the top, so you can only see the clones. So, drag a when I start as a clone block, and click show. Now, we will go to a random XY, like over here. Pick random negative 150 to 150. Y 180. Repeat until drag a less than block negative 240. Y position. Change Y by negative 5. Delete this clone. Now, as you can see, let's create a clone above the ball. A clone. Also, make another variable called, if you don't see it, that means the ball falls is the clone Y position. If you want to make it, first make a new variable called fallen. So, set fallen. So, after, set fallen to 1 after, and set fallen to 0. Also, the one you start as a clone block. Set fallen to 1, 0.5 seconds. Set fallen to 0. Then delete this clone. Here. You can see the ball is falling very slowly. And this will be at the end. So the balls are starting to fall down. You can see many balls falling. duplicate the same code and the one is this clone block. So remove this block and add the delete this clone block here. So set this to 0.9. Now, so set this to negative 200. If the balls aren't falling, if then set this to greater than, and if there are no, set this to negative 30. Quick clone up ball. So set the ball size to 75 every time the game starts. Try. The balls are falling down. So set this to negative 180. The Y. Try. Now the balls are successfully falling area. The parrot is too fast for the game, so lower the X velocity and set it to something like 7. This will make the parrot more slow. Let's try the game. You can move against the balls, but you need to make the parrot smaller to make the game fit. So set size to 50. The parrot needs to be in the gray brown thing. Now once the game is complete, it's not yet complete because you need to make a run control. So in the next costume, drag next costume blocks. So that to make the parrot flap. Because there are two costumes that make the parrot flap. Now, once the thing is complete, let's try it. Then drag another if then block on the collision detection, touching ball, then broadcast a message called game over. But first drag a broadcast and wait. Quick message game over. Now, stop other scripts in sprite will make the parrot stop moving and another stop other scripts in sprite. When I receive the game over. Also, drag the same code to the ball. When I receive game over, stop other scripts in sprite. Let's make a script sprite that will ensure the game is over. First, add 0 lines and make a black thing. Hold shift. Make a rectangle by making it like this and writing the word game over. You can also use any type of font. Game over. When you're done with your font, make it big, drag it to the center of the stage. I mean in the costumes palette. when green flag is clicked, forever, go to x0, y0. When I receive game over, go to frontier, go to x0, y0, go to frontier, show, and add a play sound. Go to sound, click this block. And you need to click a thing like game over. Other side. Click. Now, then please sound until done and stop on. Also, hide the variable following. Now let's make the score for the game. Let's use the backdrops to make the score blocks. When green flag click, go to variables, make a variable, then type score. Click OK. Then set score to 0 and forever, wait, forever, drag the change score by 1 in the loop and we'll wait a second like a timer. The score will count how many seconds you survived in the game. You need to avoid the balls quickly. If the game's rules we need to use. Make a new sprite called instructions. Make until it became a square and go to the parrots and change all its code so that it started with the when I receive start message. Drag a when I receive block and click new message and type start. Start. Now also change all of the green flag clicks. Here, start. Also change the green flag click in the ball sprite. So when it receives start. Also, when leave this in game over, and this will be instructions. Type, you can choose any color you want. And copy the instructions made by me. First, type functions. Control the parrot using the arrow keys. Avoid the balls. The score is the timer. If you touch the balls, it's game over. Click anywhere to start. Now get a useful font. Set it to sans serif or any font that you like. Now, rename this project, the name, instructions. And also rename sprite 1, game over. Now, when green flag is clicked, go to x0, y0, wait until, then show. Wait until mouse down, hide, and broadcast start. We need to make a start here. Start. And we can also make a sound. Like, first let's make a dance. Like, and make sure to add the thing dance around. When the green flag is, so go to the back. So when green flag is clicked forever, play sound, dance around until done. Now, stop all sounds first. There. Oh, you still need to avoid the balls. So every time the score is ticking, let's make a score tick. Go to the backdrops type and add a pre-sound like pop, pop. Then delete backdrop 1. Start sound pop. But we don't want the timer to start. So when the green flag is, no, I mean when I receive start. So also add new things in the instructions. Show hide variable score, and after that, show variable score after the start. The timer starts. Now let's play the game. It's comfortable. If you want me to make mobile controls, I'll add a part 2, or let's make mobile controls if I have enough time to record, and let's play the game one last time. I'm keeping the left and right arrow keys, and it seems to. I will also add another part where I make a gamepad, and 3, 2, 1, bye bye.